30 minutes or 2 hours depending on what. Ngithi ukubuya koDakamela it's an experience. Or ukuthi awuhambe 2 hours, uyahamba or 4 to 5 hours kuya ngokuthi uhamba ngayiphi imoto. Ngiyangitsho nje ngixoxela abantu ukuthi hayi umgwaqo eNkayi ngwamadoda abafazi. It takes a man ukuthi drive khona ngale. Ngingasikho ukuthi ngiwedanger i-gender discrimination or inequality, but umgwaqo wamadoda it's just a phrase ukuthi you must be prepared, but it's also an experience depending ukuthi uzonda onganani, depending ukuthi ikuyini ofuna ukubona, but it's a good experience.
All right, thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are coming to you live and direct from our studio here in Pretoria, South Africa. It's another beautiful day, and I want to sincerely thank everyone that connects with this broadcast this hour. We're supposed to come in the morning, but we have a very busy day, and the studio has been so busy. We have a lot of things happening across the African continent and also across the world. And at the same time, we put it upon ourselves that we are going to be doing this together. This program is live on YouTube and the YouTube channel or the African Portal Radio TV International. You can join us right now. You can be part of this conversation. Let's do it together. It is another lovely, beautiful Wednesday, and it's the last Wednesday of the month of January in the year 2026, and we are stepping into the month of February. It's going to be a good month for every single one of us. Right now we are going to open the line and connect with our guest in the studio. You know her. She's one of the great women doing so well in our community and believing so much in African continent. And she's also with me in the studio that we're going to be having this broadcast together this hour. So please kindly share this program. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. There is no place like home. This is home for every one of us. This is Africa. So join me to welcome Nicholas to this great broadcast this hour. If you are coming in, please share, like, comment. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. It's also available on TikTok and also on Instagram. So be part of this conversation right now, right here on the African Portal Radio TV. Welcome my guests into the studio. How are you today? Kindly unmute yourself.
Yes. Okay, good. I'm very well, thank you. Yes, I was talking in the backstage. I have my live Facebook going on right now, and I was just chatting away in the backstage. So
oh wow, yes. That's lovely. That's lovely. I'm so excited that we have opportunity to have you back in the studio this hour so that we can be able to have a desk conversation and also to put some information in the space. We have a lot of things coming on, like the video I came in with. It have a lot to do with what is going to happen the first week of April. That's 2023. Right. So it's coming in Zimbabwe. The African Portal will be there. We're going to do it together. So let's start with that. Let's talk about that. Tell us what is going to happen in Zimbabwe.
Yes. Yes. So in Zimbabwe, there is a kingdom called INKAYI, and it is a kingdom that has been being worked on by the chief, who is the Chief DAKAMELA. And he has been awarding all the people who have been contributing to making this kingdom amazing, making it well. It has been known to be a very poor area that is now coming up into the lights of Africa. And he's awarding people, and he wants people to follow his lead in how he does it, because people are going in there, they're making a change. You see a lot of happy people around you, and you see a lot of productivity and people who are actually appreciated for the work that they do, small or big. He really goes into awarding all his people, all the community members, and all the people who then sponsor into his kingdom. And it's very nice. and he wants others to take the lead. He wants others to check in with him, to check in with what we're doing, and the organizations who are helping him to find out how they can also go into their kingdoms or countries and do similar things, where we're really awarding the people who are making a difference in the community, like real differences. So that's what this is about. It's on the 3rd to the 6th of April, and we are inviting many people to come through and enjoy it. It's going to be a time to remember from the 3rd to the 6th of April. The agenda is being worked on right now. I've been working on what is it going to look like? What are the situations we're going to be addressing? Obviously, we're going to be awarding the people who have been working hard, but there's more to look at, and we're going to be discussing a lot of that. And we just want people to come through and take home data that they can use when they go back. And we would like them to just be inspired and communicate about us more. And we want to also then contribute to what you are doing. And of course, this is a royal we're talking about. So if there's other royal members who are watching this or a part of this, yes, we believe in you, and we believe you can actually do something for your kingdoms. And this is all about inspiring you and inspiring how we can all work together as Africans to create an amazing Africa for our own generations, for our elders, and for the future generations.
Wow. The good thing about this is the royal house that is preparing this, that is making this award happen. This is a continental event that I'm inviting everyone, no matter where you are in Africa. This is Africa event. So let's go to Zimbabwe from the 3rd to the 7th of April. All the road leads to Zimbabwe. Would you say the name of the city? The name of the town is what again?
INKAYI.
INKAYI. All right, we are going to INKAYI. The African Portal is putting on the spotlight right now. So if you are interested to be part of this great award coming up in April in INKAYI in Zimbabwe, please contact us on +27 84248 3384. Let's do it together. Let's go to Zimbabwe. Let's go and make it happen in Zimbabwe. I'm so excited about it. Why? Because the kingdom is getting it right. The royal house is doing it, and Africa is ready for it. And let's now come together as the continent. Let's do this together. So we are going to bring the man behind this onto the African Portal, please. I think it's necessary that we start selling this event now. We have to bring her or bring him or her to this program for us to have more information and also to interact and to let the African aware of what is going on, because this is a continental radio station as well, and we are doing it for the continent and for everyone living inside the Africa and beyond. So please, it doesn't matter whether you are in Africa, no matter where you are, in Kenya, in Uganda, in Nigeria, in Ghana, no matter where you are, the South, North, West, East, Central Africa, this is our event. Let's go to this great award. It's going to be a great time. We are going to be there. And also, Nico is also one of the main people making this possible. So she is one of the face of this award coming up from the 3rd to 7th of, is it 3rd to 7 or 6?
3rd to 6th.
To 6th. So 3rd to 6th April 2026. It's going to be a great one. Don't miss it. Call us. Let's talk about it. All right. That is one of the information we have for you on this program tonight. And the great thing is that tonight we are going to be talking about the mental health. Remember, on the African Portal, is one of our main programs that we always put on the spotlight. Every Sunday, we have a particular program from UK. That's one of the women of God normally do on the African Portal, talking about the mental health, talking about the issues that have to do with community, the individuals and all that. So, but I'm so excited that this program is back on the African Portal. We're going to be addressing and talking about things that have to do with especially the child mental health and abuse. So that will be what will be gaining momentum right here on the African Portal this hour. So if you are there, you are listening to this broadcast, please kindly share it. Let it go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. I'm excited. Why? Because we have opportunity to be here. But let me use this time to greet everybody across the globe, across Africa. Let me greet them in South Africa, Dumela. In northern part of Africa, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh to everyone in the northern part of Africa and the southwest central Africa. Hello to everyone. This is the African Portal Radio TV International. My guests, let's get to the business of the day. Let's talk about this particular topic that we are putting on the spotlight this hour.
Yeah.
Let's look at it. Why mental health in times such as this? Why do we need to be talking about the mental health? What is the significance or importance of it? Why do we need to be talking about it? Let's quickly start from there. Then we can go deep into it.
Perfect. Okay. So there is an agenda that is being done now by a group called psychiatrists. And the thing is, psychiatrists put themselves as an authority to mental health. And now I'm stating this as someone who has had family members as well as friends who have dealt with psychiatrists, and they can basically never get out of the hands of a psychiatrist. They went to a psychiatrist for help. They went to a psychiatrist for, wanting to just get some mental help. And they never, after 30 years, have been able to get out of their hands. They have to go every month to get their drugs. Okay, please don't ban me for saying this, but the thing is that's the truth. And I can't get certain people off of a particular prescription because they are stuck forever, basically, unless they go into a serious body condition. Their bodies have become a lot worse from being on these prescriptions, and they can't think for themselves properly. They don't have a good social life. In fact, some of them don't even have a social life at all. They just stay in their houses and try to have a social life and fail. So the mental health industry, the mental health area is under attack by psychiatrists who basically try to make themselves an authority and say that you are not capable of making your own decisions if you are in a mental health crisis. So they give you prescriptions. Sometimes they don't warn you on the side effects. Sometimes they do, and it is up to your knowledge to know what the side effects are of the drugs. Now, I would like to get you to look at a specific website called www.cchr.org. And if you're in South Africa, that's www.cchr.co.za. This can give you information and documentaries of people who have done thorough research on psychiatrists and the psychiatric industry. And you can find out data for yourself. And I am encouraging you to do so because your children's lives are in danger, especially because they're underage. They could be known to not have the mental capacity, but to make decisions if there's a mental health crisis, and parents should have the knowledge on it. So that's like the, please wake up and be aware that your children do need to be protected when you go and see doctors or you go and see people to help your children. If they are asking you to go to see a psychiatrist, please know that your child may not be able to ever come out of there again, ever. Like, you may not be able to withdraw your child unless you have a lawyer and unless you really know the protocols on getting your child out of the hands of a psychiatrist. And I really do encourage you to look at the research on what psychiatrists do, where psychiatrists are in the world, and what their plans are. And honestly, I really, really, really would like you to go into this and do your own research and make up your own decisions on this, okay? Now, let's go to the other part of this, which is, what are the solutions for your mental health? Well, there is... for me, there's of course handling your body, like getting vitamins, getting nutrition, etc., which is a basic. Like, obviously sleep well, get the child to sleep well, as an adult, sleep well. I was mentioning that there is this to help you, which is LifeWave. That is the X39, which is the body generating stem cells, making yourself younger, keeping yourself calm, keeping the body calm. But that is separate to the mind. The mind is something different to the body, although the mind can make the body do things, right? And in that aspect, I am really encouraging people to look at this book, Dynetics, by L. Ron Hubbard. So Dynetics is a modern science of mental health, which explains what are the causes to irrational behavior. You know, when you look at someone, you go, oh, something's a bit off. Usually you can fix it with Dynetics. You can actually take any situation and fix it. Now, the stable idea to have is you are a spiritual being and there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing ever wrong with you as a spiritual being. You are not too hyperactive. You are not too creative. You are not too ambitious. You can be as ambitious as you want to be. You can be as creative as you want to be. You can be as communicative as you want to be. You can be as good as you want to be. The only thing that can stop you is something that is handled in Dynetics, okay? There we are, it's in Dynetics. So the only thing that can stop you is handled in Dynetics, which is, it explains what is happening in the mind, and you are not using anything to harm your body. What you are doing is you are contacting incidents that have happened to you and contacting them so that you don't have that negativity with you anymore. Okay, these could be incidents of all kinds of natures, and Dynetics explains it all. It explains as to why people are slower than others. It explains as to why people make decisions faster than others. It explains as to why sometimes you get this idea in your mind of, oh, this is, maybe I should do this, or maybe I shouldn't, or maybe I should, or maybe I shouldn't. All of that is a mechanism in the mind which can be handled through Dynetics. So yes, I am encouraging that people do read up about the mind and get the actual knowledge. And I'm asking you to do your research about mental health for real, like actually, like if there's a solution that can eradicate the mental traumas that are happening to you, or not even if it's not traumas, even if it's just like, hey, I'd like that person to do better. Or if you're looking at your child and you're saying, I want my child to do better. I want my child to really achieve their goals. I don't want them to have an insecurity. I don't want them to have questions about where they want to go in life and what they want to do. I want them to be fully self-determined. Dynetics is your answer. So in this case, I'm really asking you to do your research properly with the right websites, with people who are doing their research. Okay, there's a lot on the internet where people are just saying things. Okay, but sometimes you have to look at the evidence. You have to ask questions. You have to speak with people. Okay, there are people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people who use Dynetics to help them. Okay, you're going to find people who have achieved the most amazing things. Sometimes you think it's almost spectacular, like they're magicians, or they're lucky, or they are gifted, which is fine, but most of them use Dynetics to the core, to handle everything so that they can flourish and prosper. And I'm really just encouraging you in the subject of mental health, do your research. Do be aware of psychiatrists. Like, please do your research. Go to www.cchr.org. And then separate to that, it's completely separate, is to look at Dynetics. Okay, that is Dynetics. And then look at the health of your body. Look at what can you do to keep your nervous system calm, the body-wise, meaning like, you know, the X39. Turmeric is a good thing to help your nervous system. Yes, thank you. It's www.cchr, which is Citizens Commission for Human Rights, .org. Sorry, it's www.cchr.org. Please look into that so you can really understand what it is that psychiatrists have been doing to people in this planet. And they will come up with the most amazing marketing tools to get you to be on psychiatric drugs. So I beg you, just do your research, www.cchr.org, and really take a stand on what is happening. It's a complete human rights abuse, and we need to stand for that, okay? And then separately to that, yes, you can look at Dynetics, and separately to that, look after your body, look after the child's body. Thank you very much, Joshua and the African Portal. That's the right address. That's the right address there, www.cchr.org. So I beg you to just look into it and eat well. That can handle a lot of what's happening mentally. There's vitamins that can help you mentally. Like, I'm not a doctor, but my mother is and has been advising very much on B1. And I am saying, like, I'm saying that it's sometimes better to do your research and ask people what has actually been working. Ask homeopaths, ask people who go the natural routes, because those are the people who do the research, and their product is, I want a healthy person. By the end of everything that I do, the person must be healthy and well, and I shouldn't be seeing them in my door unless they're coming for a checkup. Like, that's their result. They just want lots of people being healthy and well. That's the people you want to be involved with. That's the people you want. If you want to send your child to a doctor because he's a little bit too hyperactive, maybe he's lacking something like B1 or calcium or magnesium, and he's getting jitters. Okay, maybe he's eating foods that are too sugary, that create him to just go completely hyperactive, and he can't come down. But because he's been eating sugar for so long, bread is sugar as well. Maybe he's been eating so much carbs and bread that he's so hyperactive that you can't get him to calm down. Look at the diet. Look at that before you even go to a doctor or a psychiatrist in that matter. There's nothing wrong with him, okay? If you feel there's still something to handle, or you just want to make sure that he is completely okay, you can look into Dynetics. Okay, Dynetics is a solution for handling mental wrongs, if you want to put it that way, anything that doesn't fit to what you think would be just fine. Okay, now that is another aspect, is how can you know what's fine? Okay, you want a person to be happy, you want a person to be well, you want a person to be communicative, self-determined, making their own decisions. Okay, that is essentially what you would want from a person, and the product of Dynetics is to help people get up to that stage. Okay, and we get rid of all the anxieties. Now, if you're being nervous, I'm just going to tell you, do Dynetics. If you're getting nervous about other people doing well and being self-determined, I ask you to get yourself through some Dynetic sessions and get yourself through the process of eradicating your own negativity, okay? Because that's the thing, is you could be the ones stopping your own self if you don't get rid of that negativity, okay? And people do well with people who want well for others. Essentially, that's what we want in this world. We want people to do well. We want people around people who want people to do well. And if you can get your children and yourself into those environments where you are around people who want people to do well, who have the actual solutions to, hey, this is how you can do well. Dynetics is one of them, okay? It is a very good way to be around people to do well. Okay, it is a community. You get involved in a community. Everyone understands this book. You communicate about it. You do it yourself. You work with someone and you just get yourself through it. And you're gonna find yourself in a happier space. And that's essentially what we want from people. Okay, that's essentially what Dyneticists want. And we want you to do well. We want you self-determined. We want you flourishing, and we want people around you, as someone experiencing Dynetics, also to be around people, okay, that are doing well. We want you to be around people who are doing well, want you to do well, and essentially that is what we want for anyone who is doing Dynetics. Okay, so I'm someone who has been quite involved with Dynetics my whole life. I'm pretty known to be very communicative, out there, outgoing, you know, and I've always just known that I've had Dynetics with me the whole time. And my mother has gotten me through this. I have friends who have gotten me through this. I have amazing people around me who know that, okay, if something wears a bit off, we need to apply Dynetics towards the problem. And it's been amazing, and it's an amazing journey. And I feel like that's a far better approach to go about life and to go about any insecurities. Even if you want your child to do really well at school, just get them through Dynetics. Get them out of the insecurity of them failing, getting out of the insecurity of what could be happening, because it could be anything, and it's all written in Dynetics as to why it could be almost anything. It's going to be up to the people who own the mind to see what is going on in their own mind and go, okay, that's what was making me not to be nervous, or that's what's making me to be indecisive, or that's what's making me to be not achieving the goal the way I had dreamed of achieving the goal. Or, you know, hey, I didn't mean to do that wrong act. I was meaning to do it this way, and somehow it came out that, and now I'm here going, oh, that's now I've committed a wrong act. Okay, so Dynetics can actually help you. You just need the person there. You need to have read Dynetics. You need to understand what you're going through, and you just be in touch with the people who have been doing Dynetics for years, and they help you. They help you so much. Okay, so so this is my talk on mental health, and I'm putting it out there that you just look at what psychiatrists are doing. Go to www.cchr.org and speak to the people there if you have questions. Ask, okay? And if you are really, really, really unsure, I don't know what to say. Ask people. Speak to real life people. Speak to people who have been in a psychiatric hospital and ask them what they felt and thought about it. Did they come out better? Did they come out more self-determined? Were they more creative? Were they did they solve their problem of the depression, or were they told that it will be a lifelong handling of being with the psychiatrist forever? So ask them. Just ask them. And you know, some people do get off, and that's great. But I know people who are off, like I'm just saying, off specific drugs like Ritalin. I had a cousin who was sadly put on Ritalin, and it's very hard to see her being social. It's very difficult for her to be social. Whereas her sister, who was never put on Ritalin, they have the same parents, it's the same family tree. She is so outgoing, and luckily she was never put on Ritalin for her ADHD. You know, I think ADHD is like, it's something to maybe control what's happening, but essentially you're being creative, you're being outgoing, you want to achieve things, okay? You have ideas, you want to be communicative, okay? That's just my opinion. In my opinion, it's a good thing, okay? I think there's some aspects that Dynetics can help balance it out and get the flow of wherever the person's going directed. Yeah, you don't need to dumb a person down. You don't need to damage their brain in order to calm them down, okay? If you take the viewpoint that it's in the mind as to what you can do to achieve your goals, as people say, it's in the mindset as to how you achieve your goals, then that's exactly the same way as to any mental illness. It's in the mind. It's a mind thing. And if you're having trouble with it, do Dynetics. Okay, that's what I have to say. Thank you so much to the African Portal for letting me speak here, and there we are.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for that information. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And a lot of people will be joining us, and a lot of people will be sharing this program. And I want to sincerely appreciate those of you that you are commenting, those of you watching it. I see you are live as well. Those of you watching you live, thank you so much for watching live. And also you can go to the African Portal on our YouTube channel. You can get us live and direct, and also on our Facebook, the African Portal. We are live as well. Also on TikTok, we are live. Let's quickly get into this deeper than what it is. Let's talk about this mental health.
Yes.
A lot of people, like what you just mentioned now, believe that when the children is not doing well in school, is the problem with the mental health. They have to take him through some starting to go to psychiatric and all that. So now with this information, what are the things that we can do, like natural thing that we can do to help people that is having challenges in this area?
Yes. I mean, for me, I just say, like, I mean, I was talking about the book Dynetics. For me, that's been a helpful thing for all my friends and my family, where we take Dynetics and we're okay afterwards. It's like 1 or 2 sessions, then we're okay. All right. In Dynetics, it's going to talk about the procedure of how you just handle that. If someone's nervous, if someone's worried, you know, even the loss of a person, a loss of anyone, I do suggest Dynetics. It's a way of communicating, and it's a way of doing it so that you are speaking with the person, okay? When it comes to mental health and mental wellness, you have to realize that there's a person there. There's a person's willingness there. There's a person who is actually trying to be good and trying to achieve wellness. So for me, I would say Dynetics, because it's communicating to the person and making sure that we eradicate the negativity from the person while keeping the person there, okay? It does require two people. It requires that two people know about this, and ideally it requires one of the person who's delivering Dynetics to be professional, as in they know how to handle a person, because the mind can generate, like, I'm not saying that it can generate something that maybe isn't even seen by the person himself, okay? So another person who is trained in Dynetics can see that and will get the person out of it, and the result is the person is going to feel better. So so that's my take on Dynetics, and that's what I would say. Of course, the person has to understand Dynetics, okay? So it's all handleable with the mind, and Dynetics addresses that. The other thing is, naturally, is to let's go deeper into nutrition and into like keeping the body well, okay? I know that there are some kids who have autism, okay? I do believe that Dynetics can address autism in a very big way. Sometimes it's a genetic default. Of course, Dynetics will do its job to handle it as much as possible, but there's also other things, which is like LifeWave, which can, I'm not saying other things other than Dynetics. You need Dynetics always, okay? You have a body, you have a mind, you are a spirit. So Dynetics addresses the mind, but there's the aspect of let's make sure that the body is really okay, like for real. LifeWave has various products that can help with stem cell regeneration. So for autistic kids, I have seen LifeWave being used on autistic kids, and I have seen results, and I've seen them come out more communicative and more like wanting to talk and be creative and finding solutions for their own problems, and that's a very good thing. And LifeWave also has sleep patches, like it basically increases your melatonin, so that's a very natural thing. We all have melatonin, we all produce it while we're sleeping, and LifeWave has a product that helps you produce that even more. So if you're having a child that's having trouble sleeping, it could be a reason why they're so frustrated in the day, because if you don't get enough sleep, you're going to be frustrated, okay? There's other aspects here like carnosine, which helps your brain concentrate. And honestly, if you have a teenager who's going through lots of stress because there's exams, etc., yes, I would say use carnosine, okay? Because that just helps them focus. It helps them look at what they're doing and getting a result at what they're doing, okay? There's other aspects here which we can go into, but we're talking about what can you do naturally to help a person avoid a psychiatrist, okay? Now, I think that this is, this is up to you, because parents can handle things with communication. You can learn how to communicate well with your child, and just get them to be a friend to your child, okay? Like, get them to tell you what's really going on, and try your best to help them. That's probably a very big thing about understanding your children and making sure they're not in the hands of a psychiatrist, for example, and not in the hands of someone who's going to push them towards a psychiatrist, okay? I would be wary if anyone says, see a psychiatrist, be very wary, okay? And protect your children. So if they're having trouble at school, there's various technologies like, basically there's a book called Learning How to Learn, which is also from the works of L. Ron Hubbard. L. Ron Hubbard did a massive research on helping people and getting them to do well. And there's a study technology that L. Ron Hubbard did and wrote about, which got people to like literally come out of not knowing a subject to knowing a subject in full and being able to learn it. So there's that aspect of it. And if you do want to know, those are solutions I would look into as to how to help your child who's struggling in school, and how do you get them to understand their work? How do you get them from being a 30%er to a 100%er? Okay, even being a 90%er. 90. I'm talking about passing rates. Some kids pass at 30%. Some you want them to pass it more. Understanding that study technology can actually reduce the stress in a child because they know this is what they're looking for. They know what they're studying and what they're going to get out of it. And when they go to exam time, they know they're there for applying what they learned. And that's very important. So I would look into those solutions, and definitely reach out if you are interested to know more, and use these solutions to help your children so they actually do well.
No, last time when you are mentioning and explaining some of the people that used to like take a medication, prescription and all that, you say they don't know that there is a side effect. What are the side effects that you can mention to people that is maybe taking the tablets or maybe having a kind of I mean, they have particular medication they are taking, maybe they are placed under medication. What are the side effects that you think that it can affect mentally and also maybe affect them in the future?
Yes. So the side effects on psychiatric drugs it's a kind of wild, and you can get things like suicidal thoughts. A high rate is suicide, actually. You'll find that a lot of people who are on psychiatric medication do commit suicide. And there's also the side effect of they want to be murderers. They just feel like killing. The pictures that come through the mind, because you're poisoning the body, you're poisoning how the body is communicating to the mind. You're actually like restimulating negative thoughts into the mind, and this is what the drugs do. You are making the mind work in such a way. I'm using the word restimulating, meaning it's making an effect, which is a negative effect, right? And you're creating this in the mind for the person who's on these psychiatric medications, and they want to do harmful things. That is what goes through their mind. Some of them can't even see that there is a future. Some of them dumb down. Some of them go through anxiety. Some of them go through all these questions that go through their mind, like, am I even worth it? Am I good enough? Am I like, is it even worth for me to live? You might even find people calling up the suicidal line saying, I don't think it's worth for me to live. And that's the effects of these psychiatric drugs. You might find that your child is on these psychiatric medications and is dead within a week of being on them. Okay, that has happened, and we have many cases of this have happened. You might find that, even as an adult, you find something's a bit stressful and you go to see a psychiatrist and you're on medication, you could be dead in the next week. And it's not a joke on that. It's a little bit like you kind of think like, okay, well, then I shouldn't be on these drugs. I shouldn't be promoting these to people. I shouldn't be telling people to go and see a psychiatrist if this is the effect. Okay. I shouldn't be. You start to think to yourself, okay, well, if my person that I'm helping is going to be dead within a week, what are these people's intentions? Like, are they really trying to make us live, or are they trying to actually kill us? Because that is the result, right? And if you look at it from that viewpoint, you can start to see what are their intentions. Like, what is a psychiatric's intention really? Okay. I guess you can talk to some people, and some people say there's never a solution. Yes, you might have someone who's constantly suicidal, wants to be a murderer, wants to be a mass murderer, wants to, his dream. And we've had cases like this where the person on psychiatric medication, their dream is to do mass murder. And they've documented them saying that that's my dream. And you go, well, what is like, why would I want to put myself in a world where there are mass murderers around me? Okay. And this is also why I'm like saying, let's do a stand. Let's put a stand on this. Let's end this. Because I don't think majority of us don't want to live in a world where there's someone whose dream is mass murder. Okay. And that is a result of psychiatric medication. And we've documented that. We've brought psychiatrists to court. We've helped people with situations where their psychiatrist has been the cause of that person's death, or that person's mass murder, or that person's want to constantly commit suicide. We have taken psychiatrists to court and won the cases. So you have to ask yourself, do we want this to continue? Do we want more of this to happen before we actually take a stand? Or can we just look at the data already and go, what has happened? And do we want this to even be happening? Okay. You can find that, there's sometimes you'll find yourself more depressed. That's an actual outcome. You might find yourself more depressed than you were when you started. You'll find yourself having to be on other drugs other medications because of other things that are happening, because you started this first medication, and so you start this next one, and something else is going on, and so you start the next one, and then something else is going on, and now because you're suicidal, you have to start the next one, and by that time you are just medicated up. You are just medicated up from top to bottom because of all these things that are happening, all because you didn't get the data and you didn't take a stand on, I will not go and see a psychiatrist because their intentions are to make sure I never leave their hands. And as long as I live, I will keep buying medications from them because there will be the next thing wrong. There will be the next thing wrong, and you will get the next thing wrong. And by the time you are 50, 60 years old, you are going to have your food is going to be medications. And I don't know that you're going to enjoy your life. I don't know that you're going to be able to enjoy going out into the sun and really feeling what it's like to have the sun on you and having the people around you and enjoy them. Okay. I know someone who is 60 years old, and we would enjoy try this company for maybe an hour or two, and that person started to get really antagonistic towards me, and I suspected that they were on psychiatric medications, but I didn't say anything. I met them newly, and I decided I would help them. They wanted to be helped, and they were gonna help me with something, but I didn't take a judgment. I just wanted to understand this a bit more. Okay, this is when I was doing my own research on this, and I'm asking you guys to please just take the research that's done already and take a stand. Okay, I knew about psychiatry already. I didn't have to do the research. I wanted to see it for myself. Okay, I was one of those people who said, let me just see this for myself. And she got completely crazy with me, and she almost kicked me out of her house entirely. And she turned from being someone nice and kind, we're having tea, we had some biscuit there, and we were talking about things that we enjoyed, and all of a sudden she got mad. And then I didn't leave the house, and I stood there and I said, what is really going on? Like, I actually want you to tell me. I told her, I said, you probably might not know, but I understand more than you could possibly ever think. And she said to me, listen, I'm on psychiatric medication, and if I don't take my psychiatric medication, I'm going to lose it. I'm going to mentally and probably physically lose it entirely. I'll go to breakdowns. I will go into a deep depression if I do not take my medications. And I said to her, wow, okay, I get it. And she said, I just need time to take my medications. I asked her dosages, and we got into this conversation, and I found her a solution on how she can get off these medications. And unfortunately, when you are in a psychiatric hand, there's one or two medications that if you're on them for life, and you can never get off of them. Otherwise, you will physically die. So I helped her reduce her medications down. She was taking a lot of medications, and we finally, after about 1.5 years of work, obviously she was working with other doctors who understood the situation, health doctors, people who have good interests in you, okay? That's what you need to look for. And she worked with them until she got to the point where she's now only on a very little bit of each of the drugs, plus the drug that she's supposed to be on for a lifetime. Otherwise, she dies. There is a slight hope that she can get off of them, but she has to do it very, very slowly, like really slowly, and in very small amounts. So that is a real life experience that I've had with someone on psychiatric drugs. Okay, let me just explain. Her body condition was awful. Like, you looked at it and you went, like, I'm saying, bone degeneration, skin degeneration, muscle degeneration. Like, that's what I'm talking about. When you're looking at someone who's on psychiatric medication, you will see that. And I suspected it because of the body condition, and there's a mental health state of it as well. It's like you have to really spend time with them to find out the real person. And yes, they're going to be social. Some of them, I'm not saying that people on psychiatric medication are bad. They're not. They're just, you're going to see it. You're going to notice that they're mentally unstable or not well. So that's just the result. And the thing is, psychiatrists are supposed to help you with your mental state. That's the confusion of it. It's like, they're not there to help. And that's the confront point, is they're not. They're there to murder you. They're there to win while you lose. They're there to, and it's an actual confront. And there are psychiatrists in this world who play those games. They do that. So, wow, amazing. I'm very happy with the feedback we're getting from this. Thank you very much. And I just want to put the truth there. It's something to look forward. You have to look into it. You have to look at it, and you have to see it for what it is. Okay, there's some people that are going to play those games. You don't need to get into those games. You just need to. You can confront it. It's very good, and it's very helpful for more people to confront it and more people to say, hey, I say no to psychiatry, and hey, I say that you just stop psychiatry entirely wherever you are. If we can close down these hospitals, that would be good. Put them out of business. Good. We have other people with good intentions. Majority of the people in this world have good intentions, and they want to do well, and they want others to do well. That's the point, is they want others to do well. You will find that they have people around them doing well, doing better, advancing in life. Those are the people we want to help, okay? And the others, they'll give up eventually. They will. And we just have to keep on flourishing. We just have to keep on putting trueness, naturalness, rightness into the world. And those who have evil intentions will give up. They will end it. They'll know that what they're doing is incorrect, because majority of the people will stand up for it. So there we are.
Wow, thank you so much, Nico. Thank you very much for that beautiful presentation. A lot of you people will be watching us, and they want to communicate. They want to know more. They also want to ask questions. People are going through a lot. Some people, you are about to commit suicide right now because of the overwhelming stress, month end. There's a lot of things going on your head. There's a lot of things going on your life. You need to speak to somebody. I think, Nico, can I give them opportunity to call you if maybe they need to speak to somebody? Would that be fine by you?
Sure. I think that's appropriate. Yes.
All right. Let's quickly, or let me do it this way. Call me on +277-8703-3584. The line is open right now. If you are watching or you are watching it later, you are going through some challenges, you have some problem in your life, you have some issues that is bothering you, and you are about to commit suicide, you're about to lose it, you're about to do something nasty. Don't do it. Just pause. Call that number +277-8703-3584. Call us right now. Let's talk about it. We can address this issue and also connect you to experts that can assist you and also counsel you as well. This program is a sensational program to sensitize our community and also to help people that is going through one challenges or the other. So if in case you are going through challenges, maybe marital challenges, maybe health-wise, maybe you are having issues, maybe you are in debt, maybe you are just going through a lot of stress and you are about to commit suicide this month end. A lot of people have a lot of stress when it comes to month end, and you are going through hell. You want somebody to talk to, call us on +277-8703-3584. Call that number +277-8703-3584. Don't die in silence and don't commit suicide. Don't take your life. talk to us. We can connect you to experts that can assist you no matter the challenges you are going through, maybe health-wise, maybe issues that have to do with family, marital life, or any issue that you are going through for that matter. Speak to us. We can connect you to somebody that can assist you. Speak out and let's get somebody to assist you. Call us on the African Portal. We'll definitely do that. And also you can send us email at the same time on the African Portal, the info at the African Portal.co.za. You can send us email as well. Let's talk about it. Thank you very much, my guest Nico. Thank you for coming out to be part of this hour. We really appreciate it. The time is, we have just about 5 minutes to round up this section. Before we round up this section, I just want to sincerely thank everyone that connects with this broadcast. Thank you for connecting with us. This is African Portal Radio TV International. We just have about 2 days to go in the month of January 2026. Can you imagine? A month is already gone in 2026. Just like yesterday, we shout Happy New Year. The year is no longer younger. We already spent almost a month now. But it doesn't matter what it is. You may have some plans for 2026 and the plan is not working. You may be going through a lot of challenges right now. But speak to us. We can connect you and with somebody that can help you. Call us on the number +27 787 033584. Don't die in silence. Let's talk about it. This is a sensational program, like I said earlier, to sensitize our community, and this is a continental program. So let me celebrate everyone born on the month of January. We have a lot of people born in the month of January. We celebrate everyone born in the month of January. We see how few people that still want to celebrate their birthday before the January runs out. But for those of you that already celebrate your birthday, Minister Mary Boma, she's one of the broadcasters on the African Portal every Saturday. Join Minister Mary Boma on the African Portal Saturday night from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock. She will be on the African Portal broadcasting live. I want to say happy birthday to you, ma. Yesterday is your birthday. We celebrate you on the African Portal. We wish you long life and prosperity. You know, the African Portal we celebrate life and we celebrate people. So happy birthday to everyone born in the month of January. And also one of our very own, that is Dr. Abiola Azizat in America. Happy birthday to you. We celebrate your birthday. Last week, Saturday is your birthday. We celebrate you on the African Portal. We wish you long life and prosperity. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate your time on the African Portal. Nico, when is your birthday?
I'm in October.
Oh, it's still long. You still have about 10 months to go. So,
yes.
All right. Let's look forward to what is coming on the African Portal. Nico, let's call it a day here. We continue next week. But please, we are going to focus more on the mental health, which is very important. Now, before I let you go, is there any information you think we need to put on the spotlight, or are you okay? Are you fine with what we have today? I remember last week we are talking about a few things. But before we round up, let's talk about Zimbabwe. Let's talk about from the 3rd to the 6th of April. It's happening in Zimbabwe. All the road leads to Zimbabwe. Let's go there. Don't miss this. It's an award. It's going to be a great time. The African Portal is going to be there. You have to be there. This is a continental award celebration. You have to be there. Don't miss it. It's going to happen. When and day is what we are just letting you know. It's happening in April from the 3rd to the 6th of April 2026. Nico, you want to say something more about that?
No. I think that's there we are. I think we said it. I think you said it. I think we said it earlier today. Like all roads are leading to Zimbabwe right now. So this is very exciting, and please come through. Please be involved. See the amazing work that's happening in Zimbabwe. See the amazing work that this chief in the royal house, like the royal house, is putting on this event, and see what they're doing and how you can also learn from it so that you can go back and do similar things on advancing your communities and empowering them and supporting them, and really let's make a difference. So all roads leading to Zimbabwe from the 3rd to the 6th of April, and let's continue all roads leading to Zimbabwe, because hey, all roads can lead to other places as long as we keep arriving at our destinations and achieving our goals and our destinations.
Indeed, indeed. All road will lead to somewhere. We know that we are promoting African royal family, and also we are promoting African culture, and also we also looking after your health, making sure that take the right medication, drink a lot of water, rest when you need to rest, sleep. Those are the natural things that God gives to us. You can't buy it with any money. Drink water in love and a lot of it. Drink water, sleep where you need to sleep, spend time to sleep, rest where you need to rest. Don't quit, but rest where you need to rest. That will be what we have for you on the African Portal for tonight. I will see you again next week by the grace of God. But remember, we still have a lot of program happening on the African Portal Radio TV International. Don't miss out. Be part of the great time. Be part of what is happening. Be part of this moving train. I celebrate every single one that join us. And also this program is also live on all our radio stations. Also, you can listen to us on the Pensioner FM in Nigeria as well. And I want to sincerely thank everyone and want to say thank you for joining us on the African Portal Radio TV International. It is my pleasure to have you as well, Nico. Thank you so much. As we are rounding up, I just want you to also let the people know that you are here and tell them goodbye to when we meet again.
Perfect. Okay, thank you so much. My name is NICOLA and KHOURY, and you're very welcome to contact the African Portal on any questions that you have and any advancements that you want to do in your life. It is all possible, and no matter where you're at, no matter what situations you're going through, everything is possible to advance and really achieve your amazing goals and dreams that you have. So let's do this.
Wow, let's do it. And it's possible. Okay. We can do it together. We can do it together. We can make it happen. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. Have a great night and see you again next week. Keep sharing, keep smiling, keep doing the great work. God bless.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Okay, and this is also going to be on the Isintu Media and Isintu Crown, or the Isintu Media Facebook page as well as Instagram page. So we're going to be promoting this there, as well as on the African Kingdom Diaspora Alliance. We're going to be putting the parts of the royals on there, so you can follow us there, and definitely on the African Portal, Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else you're at. Please follow, share, and like.
Look out for it. Go to all those social media mentioned. Go and listen to it. Share, like, comment. Let it go viral. The more you share it, the more you give it opportunity to go viral. See you again next week. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye for now.
Na uDakamela wayenyanga yayiqinisa ibutho kusehlaselwa yayiqinisa ibutho usenza lokunye nje okuchiyechiyeneyo okwenziwa izinyanga lanxa bethinta nje sizwe ingoma yethu le ethi kudala kwakungenje mhlawumbe uyaphenduka kwakukusumambo lomzilikazi besiyafika ekuthini inkosi uLobhengula yasinyamalala kule history nje lokhu ifakwa khona phana ekutheni uDakamela ngobunyanga bakhe ngobuqhawe bakhe wayekhokhela futhi ibutho lebabambene labelalwayo izimpi leziyana but wadlala indima enkulu eChangani phana wadlala indima enkulu ekuthini inkosi uLobhengula sehlaselwa ngamabhunu wayenza imkhathakhatha yakhe izulu amayeza abumba kwana izulu abamnyama tsu inkosi yabisinyamalala uzananzelela ukuthi esikhathini esiningi siyabizwa kuthiwa singwanqobe mina ngikhule ngaze ngagcotshwa ngaba yinduna ngingakwazi ukuthi ngingwakwanqobe ngikwazi ukuthi ngwakwaDakamela.